In a world of gods and men, where honor was measured in blood and glory was earned through steel, one name burned brighter than them all: Achilles, the demigod of war. Born of a mortal king and a woman of great power, Achilles was no ordinary child. His mother dipped him in the river Styx, rendering his body invulnerable, except for the heel by which she held him. It would one day be both his weakness and his doom. Raised by the wise centaur Chiron, Achilles mastered every art of war, swift of foot, sharp of mind, and unmatched in battle. As a boy he was told, "Achilles, you may live a long life in obscurity, or a short one remembered forever." He chose glory. Achilles, the greatest warrior of his time, stood on the hill gazing over the horizon. The call to war had come, and the Greek ships were preparing for departure. As he donned his armour, the weight of destiny pressed upon him. The soldiers gathered in the camp, ready to follow their leader into the unknown. With unwavering resolve, Achilles led his men to the ships. The fleet set sail, marking the beginning of a journey that would be remembered for ages. When Helen, Queen of Sparta, was taken to Troy, the Greeks launched 1,000 ships. Among them sailed Achilles, drawn not by duty, but by the promise of eternal fame. The Trojan War became his stage. With every swing of his blade he carved his legend. No warrior could match him. Not Hector, not Aeneas. None dared stand in his path. The rage of Achilles was a force to be reckoned with. His anger was ignited by the loss of his dear friend Patroclus. This fury drove him to the battlefield with a relentless determination. Achilles' wrath was unmatched, and his enemies trembled at the sight of him. His spear struck down countless foes, each blow fueled by his unyielding desire for vengeance. The battlefield became a testament to his fury, as Achilles carved a path of destruction. His name would be remembered for ages, not just for his strength, but for the sheer intensity of his rage. But pride is a double-edged sword. When Agamemnon, the Greek commander, insulted him, Achilles withdrew from battle. His wrath burned brighter than the fires of Troy. Without their champion, the Greeks fell into despair. Then came the death that shattered the world. Patroclus, his closest companion, fell by Hector's hand. That day, Achilles returned, not for honour, not for glory, but for vengeance. Two titans met outside Troy's gates: Hector, the noble defender; Achilles, the unstoppable warrior. Achilles triumphed, but in victory he found no peace. Even kings trembled before him. Act 4. The Fall of Achilles. But no mortal escapes fate. As he stormed the gates of Troy, Paris fired an arrow. It struck the only part of him left unprotected, his heel. Thus fell Achilles, not by sword, but by fate. Finale, the story lives on. But though his body perished, his name lived on. Poets sang of him. Kings envied him. Even millennia later, we remember the man who chose glory over life, Achilles, the greatest warrior the world has ever known. Achilles' legacy extends beyond ancient texts. His story has inspired countless works of art, literature, and even modern media. From Homer's Iliad to Hollywood films, the tale of Achilles continues to captivate and inspire. His name is synonymous with heroism, strength, and the tragic beauty of human imperfection. Achilles remains a timeless symbol of the warrior spirit. The enduring fascination with Achilles speaks to a deeper truth about the human condition. We are drawn to his story not just for its drama and heroism, but for its profound reflection on the choices we make, the battles we fight, and the legacies we leave behind. In every retelling, whether through the brushstrokes of an artist, the lines of a poet, or the lens of a filmmaker, Achilles' spirit is reborn, reminding us that legends never truly die. They live on in our collective memory, inspiring future generations to reach for greatness, to challenge their limits, and to embrace their own warrior spirit. So as we close this chapter on Achilles, let us remember that his story is not just a tale from the past, but a beacon for the future. Achilles, the timeless warrior, will forever remain a part of our cultural heritage, a symbol of what it means to be truly heroic. Before he became the legendary warrior of Troy, Achilles had a childhood filled with unique experiences. Born to the mortal king Peleus, his early years were marked by rigorous training. His mother dipped him in the river Styx, holding him by his heel, which remained his only vulnerable spot. As a young boy, Achilles was trained by the wise centaur Chiron. Under Chiron's guidance, Achilles grew into a formidable warrior. His early life was shaped by love, training, and the shadow of his fate. These experiences set the stage for the epic journey that would follow. Achilles' prowess on the battlefield was unmatched. His notable battles include the siege of Lyrnessus, where he captured the city and took Briseis. This victory showed his strength and strategic mind. He led his Myrmidons with precision, overwhelming the defenders. Another significant battle was against the Trojan prince Hector. Hector was no match for Achilles' combat abilities. Their duel was a clash of titans. Achilles' triumph over Hector marked a turning point in the Trojan War. These battles highlighted Achilles' strength and leadership. His ability to inspire and lead made him invaluable to the Greeks. Through these battles, Achilles cemented his legacy as one of history's greatest warriors. Achilles' relationships played a crucial role in his life and legacy. His bond with Patroclus was one of deep friendship and brotherhood. The death of Patroclus drove Achilles into a rage that changed the course of the Trojan War. His relationship with Briseis highlighted his human side, showing his vulnerabilities. These relationships, filled with love, loss and loyalty, shaped Achilles into the legendary figure we remember today. They remind us that behind the invincible warrior was a man capable of deep emotions and connections. Narrator. The legacy of Achilles extends far beyond his death. His story has been immortalized in countless works of literature, art and modern media. From Homer's Iliad to contemporary films, Achilles remains a symbol of heroism, strength and the tragic beauty of human imperfection. His name is synonymous with the warrior spirit, inspiring generations to strive for greatness. Narrator. Through the ages, the tale of Achilles has been retold, each time adding new layers to his mythos. Scholars and artists have delved into his story, exploring the complexities of his character and the eternal themes of glory, honor, and fate. Narrator. In modern media, Achilles continues to captivate audiences. His portrayal in films and series brings his legend to life, reminding us of the timeless allure of his story. The warrior who faced his destiny with unmatched valor and an unbroken spirit. Narrator. Achilles' legacy is not just in his feats on the battlefield, but in the enduring questions his life poses. What does it mean to be a hero? How do we reconcile our strengths with our vulnerabilities? Achilles' story challenges us to look within and find our own path to greatness. Narrator. In the end, Achilles is more than a myth. He is a testament to the indomitable human spirit, a symbol of the eternal quest for glory, and a reminder of the beauty and tragedy that define our existence. Narrator. Achilles in modern culture. The influence of Achilles can be seen in various aspects of modern culture. His story has inspired numerous adaptations in books, movies, and even video games. Characters modelled after Achilles often embody bravery, strength, and tragic flaws. This fascination with Achilles speaks to the timeless nature of his story and its relevance to the human experience. Narrator. In literature and cinema, Achilles' myth creates complex characters and epic tales. Video games also embrace his legend, offering immersive experiences. Narrator. Achilles' journey resonates with us, reflecting our struggles and aspirations. His myth endures, reminding us of the quest for honor, glory, and self-discovery. Narrator. Achilles in ancient texts and art. The story of Achilles is deeply rooted in both historical and mythological contexts. His earliest and most famous portrayal is in Homer's Iliad. where he is depicted as the epitome of the Greek hero, strong, brave, and yet deeply flawed. Narrator: in the Iliad, Achilles is not just a warrior. He is a complex character driven by honor, rage, and a desire for eternal glory. His wrath and eventual reconciliation are central to the epic's narrative, setting the stage for other characters and the unfolding of the Trojan War. Narrator: beyond Homer, Achilles appears in various other ancient texts, such as in the works of Aeschylus and Euripides. These texts explore different facets of his character, from his invincibility to his tragic vulnerability, particularly his fateful heel. Narrator: in art, Achilles has been a favorite subject for centuries. From ancient Greek pottery to Renaissance paintings, his image has been immortalized, capturing moments of his life from the rage on the battlefield to his tender moments with Patroclus. Narrator: the impact of Achilles extends beyond ancient times. His portrayal in ancient texts and art has influenced countless works in later literature and visual arts. Writers like Shakespeare and Goethe have drawn inspiration from Achilles, weaving elements of his story into their own timeless tales. Narrator: by examining the historical and mythological significance of Achilles, we gain a deeper understanding of why his legacy endures. He is not just a hero of ancient myths, but a symbol of human aspirations and flaws resonating through the ages. Narrator: Achilles' story, as told through ancient texts and art, continues to captivate and inspire, reminding us of the enduring power of myth and the timeless quest for glory and honor.